It turns out that the reason I can't build on the third floor is because you can never build on the third floor. It wasn't intended for that. It was intended purely as a way of sort of zooming out of your airport and being able to see what it looks like from above. So we'll give up on the idea of putting our execs up there, and they will just have to share the same floor as the administrators. Now, I'm not 100% certain where I'm going to put them yet. I'm thinking down here, but yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. I just noticed, nope, it's gone away. There was a little red flag there a second ago. I did a bit of decoration and just sort of watching the airport and checking things were working properly in between episodes. So there's actually been, I think we finished on day 6, we're now on day 8. But there hasn't really been any significant change. It's just, oh, actually, the most significant change is this. I finally got rid of the last 2 service car stops that were stuck here and have now expanded that bit of terminal, so we've got proper seating for all of our gates. Beside of that, yep, that's all the same as it was. I did add in a couple of new, what do you call them, bag drops here, just in the hopes that things would run a little bit better, because I've been getting continual warnings about not enough desks, or that a desk is still in use when it's trying to assign the next flight to it. But yeah, not much I can do about that. This is going away at some point anyway, so I'm not going to stress about it. I think things are working reasonably well, although I do still seem to have a problem with flights getting assigned. See, at the moment we've got, okay, a medium flight for Airstrada, that's sort of fair enough. If I look for a free spot, we can drop that into there, and that is fine. Airstrada still has 100% happiness though. They're not really the problem child. Maple are the problem child. For whatever reason, they just don't want to auto assign to domestic standard 3, which they should be assigning to. I clicked on that with the hope of it actually working. And I don't really want to stack everything onto the semi-emergency stand because it's there for emergencies in case we need it. Leaves me with a bit of a problem, basically, because this, oh, that is allow all airlines. Okay, well, if I switch off auto planning for a second and drop you in there, that should be fine. How's Zoom going? Zoom's on 90%. OK Air is on 3%. Alright then. I don't really want to put that flight in, but I will. I think it might just be a case of having to give up on the idea of assigning all of these stands when I have so few of them. And again, switch that back to auto, switch this off auto briefly. What time have we got? Yeah, so we've got plenty of space to put that in there. And if we look at our medium stands, we can slot some of these in around here. There might be, yeah, more gaps on Monday, that's fine. Okay. That will hopefully get them up from 3%. In the meantime, we'll switch this back to auto planning like I want it to be. Okie dokie. Yes, executives. As long as flights are getting scheduled properly, I should not need to do anything much other than get my executives a proper room or set of rooms. So that's going to be my next goal. And we need some terminal foundation to do that in. Part of me wants to have it facing sort of this way so it can see the runways. Part of it wants to face this way to see whatever runways might end up over there. But I've got to bear in mind that I may end up needing that space for something else, and I've got to bear in mind that, you know, building an entire that much foundation just to put in a staff room is a bit silly. So I think I'm going to treat this as a corridor, or at least part of it as a corridor, and then think about, yeah, it's not really how I want it to look, but it's going to go over here. So let's get rid of the interior wall. And I think these rooms aren't going to be super big. And unfortunately you have to do the room first and then figure it out from there. Okay, if... yes. The CEO would get the corner office, right? So he's got windows on both sides, that makes sense to me. Let's do it by the size of the window, perhaps. If... I'll do this one first. Like that. Okay, so bulldoze that. And draw it again. I want the room to be this size. There'll be a nice, where's staff gone there? There'll be a nice desk here, looking out at the car park. Yeah, that's not so great. Put it on this side. Maybe that won't be the CEO's room. I don't want a view of the car park, that's just bleh. Let's scrap that idea for the moment. You know what, sod it. I've got tons of money, right? 13 mil? Yeah, let's just do this. It's ridiculous, but I don't care. Or maybe... actually... get rid of that. No. That was not what I thought I clicked. Try again. Thank you. Because right now all of that is unused. Yeah. Let's get rid of all of this. And... okay, that bit can stay. Can come off that floor. What I'm working towards here is just freeing up space. If I can have more stands by getting this down to the size it needs to be as opposed to the size it is, that would be an improvement. Because all of this check-in, for example, could actually be on this ground floor. Then you'd go downstairs, go through security, get to your gates. That's a possibility. I'm not going to commit to it yet, but basically, if I were to get rid of that, and these, which were from a much earlier failed experiment, that frees up, well, nearly a large stand. And that's the other thing we could potentially do here. If we had a check-in here, there's a possibility that we could end up putting large stands back there where they used to be in planning mode, but don't know just yet. What I will do is get rid of that hedge, because it wasn't intended to have been built yet anyway. It may as well go. Now that I've done that, yes, this will be the top corner. Therefore, if we reverse what we were doing earlier, and have windows facing this way, or, you know, no, it did work. Now, whatever. Thank you. I feel like... Actually, no, I'll make it that size. Okay. So imagine then this is the CEO's room. There's going to be his desk, which is to say my desk, looking out at the airport proper. There's going to be the comfy chair. Oh no, not the comfy chair! Also looking out of the window, I think. There's going to be some nice ferns, or is there a fern? Yeah, that kind of fern. Right next to the desk, just to keep it pleasant to sit at. And then I reckon a table. Yep, there is fine. And what sort of seating? Bar stools, perhaps. Let's pretend that's a high table, not just a regular table. So that if I need to have a sort of powwow with someone, they can come in, they can sit there. However, clear all types, this is for the CEO. And the door, of course, will be a standard wooden door. Now, the next question is executives and where each person is going to sit. I think... Or would I? I'm trying to think, should the... Like, I kind of want the CEO to have his own private bathroom, but you can't lock it down that way. You can only lock it to executives. But let's pretend. Let's say... let's put in the wall. If there was a private bathroom, let's see, it only needs to be I'll make it 3 by 3. It's not really what I want, but, and yep, that way around. A sink and a hairdryer. You know what? Let's shift that table. Yes, this button. If I were to move that to here. Hello. Airport railbound outside. Ooh, okay. I haven't had this disaster is not really the word I want. Emergency. I have not had this emergency before, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it affects this airport. But just before we get to that, I will put in my door. So, it's my private bathroom, it's my private door into bathroom, and yes, it did appear, thank you. And we can have nice fancy tiles. And I think let's get fully decorative with this. So there's going to be a nice lush carpet that I can dig my toes into. And then there's going to be marble for the rest, I think. So it's the prettiest marble. Something like that. Now, back to the emergency. The airport's railbound outside connection is experiencing a signal failure and will... Oh, sorry. You can tell I don't actually read to camera very often. And all subway entrances will be unavailable until the city's transport administration has fixed the issue. And this lasts for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, 1 hour and 7 minutes isn't terribly long, but what have we got arriving in 1 hour and 7 minutes? I'm guessing if we look at, this is a better view, if we were to look at these, we'd probably find who hasn't arrived yet. Small flight. Okay. As far as the flights that are currently on the planner are concerned, just about everyone has arrived. So that's hopefully not too much of an issue. However, if we look in terms of arrival time, bearing in mind that it's currently 12:59, why is that flight so late? I'll look into that in a moment. 12:59. So here. This will have 43. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm looking at these numbers here. And that's it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think we're going to have like a super jumbo jet 500 passenger kind of flight arrive during this emergency, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. Although that said, we do have quite a number of people wandering around our airport. Anyway. Let's see. That's being constructed. Yeah. Let's say then that next to my personal bathroom is the rest of the executive's bathroom. Which looks rather similar. Oh, I forgot to hold down shift. Okay. Shift. Right. That one obviously can't have a door in the same place, so let's put it on the bottom wall like I was thinking previously. And let's put a nice big tree in. Okie dokie, that's the size of room for the CEO, but the rest of the exec suite are not going to be quite so lucky. Staff room. So that was 6x6. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're doing, I think, 4x4. How about 4x3? Let's have a look at that. Where's the windows? The windows are in here. Yeah, 4 across because that's the size of the window. Then you get your desk, which isn't under desks. Then you get your comfy chair, which is that one. Let's say facing out of the window, and some bar stools, but only 2. And then a table. And a plant. Okay, that's the pattern. Copy that. Put it there and there. And there. And I've totally forgotten how many there are, so let's find out. And this week, there are 7, including the CEO. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down this side, and yeah, that sounds good. That, and then put in the walls. And after this, it's really just a question of who gets to go where. Also, why did the desks not get copied? Okay, fine. Right. That's a bathroom for executives only. This, if I can click on it, is a bathroom for executives only. I might put one here as well. Haven't decided yet. Right, so the executives now have a nice view of an empty field, but eventually there will be something there. Okay, now the question is who goes where, so what have we got? Operations, strategy, procurement, HR, information, and finance. I would imagine that we'd talk to probably the finance, and given the year, the information officer most frequently. So this can be for finance officer, and this one can be information officer. Then after that, I'm just going to do it in order because I'm going to get confused. OO and HR. Yep. No, we don't want ramp agents and security officers up here, thank you. Procurement and strategy is the last one. Cool. Let's see, let's keep the theme with the carpet, but we're going to give them... it would be nice they can have marble, but it's going to be a different colour. In fact, let's vary it up a bit. I missed a square, didn't I? Nope, good. Okie dokie. Carpet was this one. And tiles for the bathroom. Cool. Now obviously there's a gaping hole in the terminal there, so we need to fix that. And for now I'm going to be simple and just put a wall there. Once I figure out what else is happening upstairs, I will think about putting windows and things. Excellent. And it could change later, who knows? Because I just realized that doesn't overlap quite where I thought it would, and yeah, all of this is probably going to get moved across, but we'll deal with that when we have to deal with it. Right. At some point, the executives should actually make their way over here, which will happen a lot faster if we get out of normal speed. And I think it may be sensible to have a temporary small stand structure here, so they can use the medium runway and keep the small flights running throughout the time that I'm rebuilding. But yeah, yes, bit of column A, bit of column B. It's all very up in the air at the moment. Our emergency's finished. I didn't notice a problem. All good. Let's keep going. This is not what I meant to click on. Let's just get rid of some dodgy candidates while I remember. Okay. Like I say, this could all end up moving, but I'm sort of imagining a private corridor. Maybe not there. It would be for... That plant's throwing me off. And I suppose it doesn't have to be a big corridor. Let's pretend the plant's not there. That's the bit that's throwing me off. Okay. If there were... Let's cut that off a bit. If there were a 3 wide corridor like so, cut that off as well. Nope. Keep changing my mind. Come on, game. I appreciate the autosave, but the timing was awful. Okay. How about I do it this way? It's going to be a staff room. And it's going to be awkward to place because I've done this weird stepped sort of corridor thing. Never mind. Not going to worry about it too much. It's going to be... This is not where I wanted it, thank you. Let's say... like this. That still... oh no, that kind of works. It's out by 1. Try again. This is a staff room of 7 by 7. Thank you. The wall can continue a bit. Like so. It's just going to be an opening there, it's not a doorway. And then that is where the executives get to lounge about. Now if I remember correctly, wow, bar stools are the most expensive, okay. What about these? 75, yeah. So let's go that, 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 that. But also let them actually sort of lounge across from each other like so, and put in plants. No, that's not quite how I thought it worked. Fine, like that. And that can be a cupboard as well. So let's go with... I'd like a less strong green than this, but green will do. And then the corridor itself is going to be... light concrete is an awful description of that. I still want this to feel like it's luxury, so oh, I don't know. I'm overthinking all of this right now. Could you tell? So that's the shape I want. It may end up moving, as I said, but that's the shape I want. Now, have any of my executives turned up? No, I think this is... Nope, that's not them turning up. Sorry guys, but you need to bugger off. This is only for us numpties. Muckety mucks, as it were. Who are you? Passenger service agent. Nope, you don't belong up here. Okay. If I go back across here. There are no executives here. And they're not allowed here anymore. Right. Did I put them in here for some reason? Nope. I think you can do it this way. No. No, you can't. Alright then. That's unfortunate. Because for this screen you can go to people, but for executives you don't seem to be able to. Also, that queue is insane. There are seats here, guys. You could use them. Anyway, I'm kind of assuming that's just leftover from the whole subway not working thing. Subway is obviously working now, but these people probably decided they were catching a bus before it got resolved. Then again, it's been a full day, so no, that doesn't make any sense. People are just catching the bus for reasons unknown. Well, I finally got this done. I've been wanting to do it for multiple airports. Ah, we found one. Okay, who are you? Hannah Gruber, you are the COO, good. And you are the HR director, that's cool. But where are the rest of the executives? I really don't know what's going on there. Hopefully they'll turn up eventually. In fact, hopefully they'll turn up by next episode. Until then, bye-bye.